Hello there, NintendoGBR fans and followers alike. Hope you're all well. Welcome to another episode of Nintendo, My Life and I, with me, NintendoGBR. Coming up today, we're going to be looking at whether or not Nintendo can have another stellar E3 after stealing successive shows with Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey. And I am going to be talking about what I've been playing and buying. Ooh. So, welcome back to another episode of Nintendo, My Life and I, with me, NintendoGBR. And yes, I have realised that it's been quite a long time since I've done a podcast. It's funny how the brain can play tricks on you, or maybe my brain plays tricks on me, but because I've been so busy, but also trying to dip into my YouTube channel, I thought I'd done a podcast more recently, but the last time I did a podcast, could you believe this, was almost a year ago. I need some kind of effect now to have alarms going off in the background. Yes, 1 year. Absolute madness. But I thought I would just make a little podcast, kind of like a pre-E3 podcast, because I like to make videos and comments after E3, so that you know I'm still here, I'm still around. I haven't forgot all of you fantastic subscribers that are constantly kind of pushing my subscription base up. So I'm here and I'm still rocking and rolling, so don't worry about that. So, first and foremost, just want to talk about E3 2018. It's just over a week away if we're talking about Nintendo's press conference, but it kind of gets started this weekend, today being the 7th of June 2018. So it's almost time for the exciting time, or sometimes not so exciting times. And we know that as Nintendo fans, we've kind of been quite spoilt over the last couple of years. So I was going to make some notes, and then I kind of thought, do you know what? I don't really want to make any notes because this is pre-E3. So I'm just going to do things that are on my mind right now and what we might see at E3. Because sometimes, you know, you've got to show your fandom no notes. So, what are going to be the big reveals? Well, I think that we're all pretty prepared for a Smash Brothers reveal. We've already had a kind of semi-Pokemon reveal. So I think we're going to probably be shown a little bit more of that. Then we've got Metroid Prime 4, which I'm hoping they're going to have some gameplay footage of, but I'm not going to expect it until I see it, kind of thing. We've got Bayonetta 3, and I will be talking a little bit more about Bayonetta shortly. We're probably going to have some downloadable content for Super Mario Odyssey, and I wouldn't be surprised if there is any more additions to The Legend of Zelda. I know Nintendo have said that they've finished kind of with the DLC for Zelda, but I think it's been fairly successful for them. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if we saw that. Now, other than the things that I've just mentioned there isn't a great deal more that I'm looking for from Nintendo. Obviously, in successive years gone by, in E3 2016, before the Switch was relaunched, there was a big reveal of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And then obviously it was launched in March 2017. And then leading into E3 2017, there was a big kind of spread on Super Mario Odyssey, which obviously has done phenomenally well as well. So what we're going to see this year, it's got to be Smash Brothers. It's got to be kind of like a whole room kind of laid out with Super Smash Brothers stuff. I can't see it being Metroid. I think that's too early, and I can't really see it being Pokemon because I've only just recently started talking about those games. The big reveal for me was Super Smash Brothers, and I really do believe that that is going to be what the theme is. Other than those things that I've mentioned, there isn't anything specific that I want Nintendo to talk about other than those things. But obviously, fans want certain things, and for me, I'm quite relaxed, so I'm not worried too much about what else Nintendo's bringing on. I'd like to see some extra stuff regarding Labo, or Labo, however much you want to talk about it, and some interesting things there. And I'd also kind of like to see whether or not Nintendo are going to keep on pushing the kind of 2DS, 3DS theme, and what they're going to be bringing to the show there. So that's my kind of pre-E3 predictions, but I will do another podcast after E3 2018 Nintendo Direct, which is on the Monday. So thinking in my head now, you're going to hear a click. If you don't like a click, turn away now, because I'm going to go to my calendar and I really need to know the date because it will stress me out. So yes, Nintendo's Nintendo Direct is going to be live here in the UK on Tuesday the 12th of June around about 5 o'clock in the evening, and that's the time I go to work, which is really annoying, but I'll catch it when I get home. I scribble down my thoughts and then I'll get back to you with a reaction podcast, and hopefully there'll be some cool stuff to talk about. But I do feel that we've been quite spoilt as Nintendo fans. You can't really ask for much more than Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild in regards to kind of AAA titles. I mean, there's nobody that could have been happier than us Nintendo fans. So I think whatever we're going to get now is just going to be the cherry on top. And I know there are a huge amount of Smash Brother fans out there. I'm not really one of them, but if they kind of reboot it in a way that makes it fun, then I may well kind of jump on and get involved. Although, just saying that, hopefully there'll be more information about the online services. I know we know some at the moment, but they're definitely going to hold off with some information, and maybe we might find out about what else we're going to get with our subscription. So that is going to be quite interesting. Hello there, welcome back. So I thought I was just going to use this next section just quickly to talk to you about kind of what I've been playing and buying for various consoles. So at the moment I'm playing Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battles on the Nintendo Switch. Wasn't sure if I was going to like this at first. Got it for a fantastic price of £26.85 off the website Base. Have had no problems with that website at all, and I'm really enjoying the game. As I say, I wasn't quite sure if I was going to be able to get back into turn-based gameplay. I think the last kind of game I played like that was probably Paper Mario, but even before that, Final Fantasy VII. But I have been pleasantly surprised. They have married the two worlds, Mario and the Rabbids world, incredibly well, and it's probably one of my favourite games for a while. So 2 thumbs up from me. Really enjoying that. Love the soundtrack. Love the kind of anarchic kind of characters that the Rabbids are, and they kind of go quite well with Mario's kind of cutesy, playful image, which is fantastic. So that's what I'm playing at the moment on the Switch. I've also just recently unboxed my Wii U because I found a copy of Bayonetta 1 and 2 boxed together, a little presentation box in my local CEX in really good condition, and that was £15. So I'd never really completed the first Bayonetta. I played it a bit on the Xbox 360 some time ago. A friend of mine had it and never could quite get into it. Pleasantly, I've really enjoyed the whole Bayonetta thing. I completed Bayonetta 1 and I'm on Bayonetta 2 at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. And because I had my Wii U out, I thought, well, there are a few games that I did want to play and never got hold of them. So I've just recently picked up Splatoon. Haven't got around to playing that, but kind of want to see if I can get into that, because Splatoon 2 looks really good fun. But I didn't want to get number 2 before playing the first one, so I will get around to playing that. And then I recently attended the Norwich Game Fair, I suppose you could say, or a festival, and whilst I was there was lots of vendors there selling various different things, and I found a copy of the Ghostbusters game that came out on the Wii. I think it was in like 2009 or something like that, but happy to be corrected. But I played the kind of adult version of that on the Xbox 360, which again I really enjoyed, but I never got around to playing the Wii version, so I've picked that up. But I just need to unbox my Wii Remote and Nunchuck. So yeah, so I've actually had a little bit of a renaissance picking up kind of games here and there, and I've been really enjoying that. So what have you bought recently? What have you been playing? Let me know in the comments. Okay, welcome back. Well, that's pretty much it for today's little podcast. I thought that, you know, it would be nice for me to get kind of back into this, and I really do need to do this more often, really once a week, because I always have stuff that I'd like to talk about or discuss, but often I'm so busy I just don't get time to do it, and I'm going to make a real effort to try and get back into the whole podcast thing. So this has been NintendoGBR, and I will be back after E3 2018 to have a chat and tell you what I liked and what I didn't like. See you later.